I'm Saira and I'm the founder of Twisted Avenue, a fashion and lifestyle brand that's centered around nostalgic vibes, so Y2K, the 90s, anything colourful, bright, something to boost your mood, uplift you and bring some real strong energy and good vibes to your wardrobe. So I'm going to share a little bit about how we started our journey at Twisted Avenue. I've just answered a few questions, so check it out on the next video. So before I started Twisted Avenue, I worked in fashion for a few years. So I did fashion knitwear at university, worked in the fashion industry in Leicester. So Leicester is really amazing for textiles. There's lots of factories there. It did have a bad rep here and there in the past, but there's some really good factories creating amazing fashion for the high street in the UK. But then I stopped to look after my dad because he got Alzheimer's disease and it was a really tough time. Both me and my sister were looking after him, but at the same time it was really rewarding. It was amazing to be able to look after a loved one, and not every parent gets that. So it was really important to me, and it was hard because it's like you feel, am I choosing between my career and something that I love and a family member? And like you love both, and you know that your loved one wants you to do well as well in the career that you wanted to do. But at that time there just wasn't any support, so we had to just look after him. And it was an amazing time. It was a rewarding time. We did lots of fun activities. We did art activities, sticker activities, anything that he could do. Yeah, bonding with him, and it was amazing. But it also taught me how important colour is for emotion, and how important it is for people who can't speak or are like non-verbal. So colour's really important to change their emotion, change their state of mind. There's things like we had sensory light, so at night when he's feeling sleepy, we change the colours to like purples and blues to make him feel calmer to sleep. So there's so many different sensory things that we did to like make him have the best life possible. And from that, I think it was a lot to do with the stickers. Then that just really made me want to draw more and concentrate on print more than the fashion and the style. So a lot of the t-shirts and hoodies that I've developed for Twisted Avenue are colourful, bright, interesting patterns, and that's what started the brand really. So why my work is important is because a lot of it was inspired by being a carer. And I know that there's so many carers out there. Why am I getting upset at that? There's so many carers out there that struggle. They're at home. They don't know if they can work at the same time as looking after someone, or they might feel like they're stuck, like they can't do the things they love just because they have to care for someone that they love. And that's not true. There's so much that you can do with that person who needs looking after, and also for yourself. Like, self-care is so important, and being able to do the things you love, and also being able to do the things that the person you care for loves as well. Like, it's a really frustrating thing being a carer. And for example, with my dad, he started to lose his ability to speak, so he developed a stutter, and then he became non-verbal, and that was so hard because there was things that I know he wanted to say and things he wanted to do, but he wasn't able to. So I had to be the voice for him, really. I had to be able to speak for him, and not just that, but lift him up, make him feel good, make him feel happy, because it's hard for you as a carer, but imagine what that person's going through. They like every day is probably hard. Every sentence they want to get out but they can't get out is probably such a struggle for them. So we did so many different things to not focus on, oh, you're saying the wrong things, or oh, like getting frustrated at what you're trying to say to me. We tried to focus on something else, like painting or drawing, playing with balloons, and one thing that we loved doing was sticker activities. So these are some of the stickers that he used to put together, and we just used to spend ages doing these stickers, and he just felt really good when he was able to put them all together. It felt like he achieved something, and he was like, yeah, I've done something today. So I think a lot of the drawings that I've done, the illustrations, are similar to that. They're simple, they're colourful, bright, and they look like the stickers. So that's what inspired my style of drawing. And it's just something to bring joy to other people as well. It's tops that they can wear and make you feel good and make you feel uplifted, make the person you care for feel uplifted, and make yourself as a carer feel uplifted too. So I've always had anxiety. I think since I was younger, there's a few different things I went through, and I think as a teenager it's hard anyway. A lot of teenagers have problems with anxiety and mental health, and it's important to sort of talk to other people and get through that. But you're sort of navigating life yourself and trying to regulate your emotions, so it is a bit tricky. And for me, I just always had quite a lot of anxiety when I was younger. I remember having a panic attack when I was in my teens, and I can't remember if I took medication, but I know I had to use a lot of self-help to look at how to not have a panic attack and try to regulate myself, because I think anybody can have a panic attack or anxiety, because it's to do with working yourself up and not knowing how to regulate yourself back down again. So I remember, I think I was about 17, I sort of taught myself to calm myself down when I'm going through that anxious state, but I used a lot of like self-help and information that was out there. So that's why I know it's so important for other people now. And that's why when I was doing fashion and art, I learned a lot about colour and colour psychology and how that can change your emotions as well. A lot of things can change your emotion, like sensory items, you get fidget spinners and different things like that, and they've always got colour or something that like affects you psychologically and emotionally. So that's why my tops that I've created for the brand Twisted Avenue as well, they're not like plain boring colours. They've got some exciting colours on them, something to uplift you and sort of make you feel a bit more connected emotionally, rather than just plain colours. Because like you go through life and you can have like a really boring day, you can just see grey clouds all day, and you're like, I need something to spark me up and make me feel a little bit boosted. And wearing a colourful top just does boost you a lot. So yeah, it gives you a lot more confidence, it makes you feel uplifted, it makes you feel a bit more positive about the day. Fashion right now for me is boring. It's so boring. Like a lot of the tops that I see are probably from the last fashion trends, which were like really plain and clean, beige. It was from that older like Kim Kardashian phase when she started Skims, and it was like just plain clothes and plain hoodies and really basic. And I think now people are getting a bit bored of that, and there's so much inspiration from social media and different points of views, and everyone's got their own taste and style. And with social media as well, it's good in a way. Like, I know people say a lot of bad things about social media, but the good things about it are you can express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So like if you're an artist, you can put your art out there, and if you're a stylist, you can put your style out there. And there's so many different there's a mix of so many different people, and it's a really big eclectic like mixing pot of ideas and things, and it's really exciting. And that's what my tops are about as well. It's like a personal perspective, but also it's something a bit exciting and unique and different. And we've got pops of beads, we've got smiley beads, we've got like different textures on it, and it's comfortable as well, so you can wear your coat and your jacket and just put something on really colourful instead of something boring. And I think it's just more exciting, really. The collection so far are inspired by 90s noughties. They're a bit quirky, and for example this one, it wasn't meant to be all gooey nice, because the message says some days are rainy and stormy, but things will get better. It was supposed to be a little bit like the live, love, laugh posters that you get in people's houses, and they're like so common now, but they're really funny. So it's a bit like that. It's not totally serious, but it was just something like a bit uplifting and fun. So there's a lot of references to like that bright, colourful pop sort of era that was around in the noughties. That was so fun. And I'm sort of bringing that back to the era now, like bring back a bit of colour, a bit of fun, a bit of excitement, and a little bit of sparkle too, because we've got some hand-sewn beads which we get done by local people in Leicester, and that's something I love as well, that we're in Leicester and there's so many skilled people here who know how to sew, know how to do beading. There's such a massive manufacturing industry here, but our tops are all made to order rather than us holding loads of stock as well. So there's not like a big massive factory, it's just a small team of us that make these tops, just to spread a little bit of joy and happiness back to people.
Personal.
Yeah. When people wear our tops, I want them to feel like they're being hugged by our clothing. I want them to feel uplifted, positive. There's like details on the tops that when the people are wearing them, they're just like looking at it and like touching it, because they've got like beads and different details on it too. So it's sort of sensory in a way as well. So they like to touch it and feel it. But I want them to just feel uplifted when they see that little pop of a raindrop, that they have that message to themselves that things will get better, it's not always going to be rainy, and just feel good and comfortable. Fashion isn't just about fabric. Like, imagine coming out and you're just wearing plain black. Some people might like that, but a lot of the times it'll just make you feel quite plain, quite bland, quite boring. And the tops are made so to uplift you. And fashion is about making a statement, talking to people with what you're wearing, and really being able to capture your mood. If I can make one person feel better and have a better day and uplift them, then that just would mean the world to me, because I know how it was for my dad and how difficult some days would be, and just giving him the joy of doing something creative, wearing some colourful clothing, it would just make him so much happier with the rest of the day. And that's the same I want for other people. I want to share that same joy that he's had. This isn't just about fabric and thread, it's about emotion and energy, and how we're all connected through colour connects us to different emotions and different psychological behaviours as well. So sometimes colours can really boost you up and lift you. Some colours can make you feel calm, but they all are triggering some psychological emotion, and that's why our tops are so colourful. It's to bring that connection to people and give them that energy and that dopamine hit. Some tops can be boring beige, black, really plain, and they don't make you feel like anything. They just make you feel quite static. And our tops are blue, green, red, pink, so many different colours to sort of change your mood, make you feel a bit more excited, and so you can put an outfit together that isn't just plain and boring. Hey, I see you. I know you're tired. I know you've been through a lot, but you're still here. And that means something. Wear me when you feel like hiding. Wear me when you need a little light. Let my colours remind you of your joy. You are not alone, and you're more powerful than you think. Because that's what I wanted to hear too. And that's what I built this brand to say, even without speaking. If our clothes could speak to people, they would tell people to not worry about anything else that's going on in the world. Focus on you, your space, your own energy, and when you feel that energy and that vibrancy, you sort of reflect that out in your own confidence and your own braveness. So I think that's why wearing colourful clothes is important to me as well, is that once you feel confident and you feel vibrant and energetic from the colours and the style and the mood, you sort of shine that off to other people as well. And you can just take your plain boring outfit and just change it with one top. I think that's just such an amazing thing as well, to be able to do. Speak to somebody about it. No, I know it's going to be really hard to talk to somebody, but find one person that you can talk to. From my perspective, you feel like you're not on this same level as everyone else. You feel like you're far behind. Everyone's carrying on with their day, and you might, for example, feel so low that you just need a morning to recuperate. And firstly, that's okay. It's completely fine to just take a morning and have it to yourself and just relax and watch your favourite movie and take your time to regather, because this world is so crazy now. It's so much more developed than it used to be. There's so many different things happening. There's social media telling you lots of different messages all the time. There's family members that are telling you should be doing this, you should be doing that. You know, there's close loved ones that make you think you should be doing something, and it's really confusing. So sometimes you do need that time to just sit back and relax and have your own time, and it's okay. When I was younger, I used to think, oh no, I've missed that morning, or I've missed that few hours of time just recuperating. But as time goes on, I realise that's so important. Having that time to recuperate and gather your thoughts it's completely okay. It's not about what you wear, it's about how you feel when you wear it. I want it to grow into a movement that normalises talking about emotions, mental health and self-worth, openly and without apology. I imagine a community that supports each other, where people post not just outfits of the day, but feelings of the day, where sparkle isn't just style, it's resilience. I want it to grow to collabs, events, even care kits, anything that helps people feel seen, held and uplifted. My biggest hope is that when someone puts on one of my pieces, they feel like themselves again, or maybe for the first time, whether it's confidence, comfort, or just a little colour when everything feels grey. I hope my designs give people a moment of joy, even if it's just for a few minutes. That moment matters. It's for people who've been through things, who are still figuring it out. This is a space where you don't have to explain your hard days. You're just welcome, exactly as you are. The community we're building isn't just about wearing colourful clothes, it's about being part of something that feels like home. Please support, join and follow us. We're building a community where people can come as they are and feel truly heard. We're just at the beginning of this journey and we can't wait to grow it together with you. So I feel like I've become an expert in mental health, and not from a clinical point of view, because I'm not a mental health nurse or doctor or anything, but from a holistic point of view, because I've had anxiety myself for a lot of years, and I've sort of managed that with and without medication. There's times where I've really struggled and I've needed that medication, and there's some times where I felt, no, I'm going to try doing it without, and I have really struggled. But either way, I've sort of found different balances and ways to manage. And colour, sensory items, even smells, essential oils, and setting the room into like a cozy mood can help emotions a lot and mental health a lot. And with my dad, he had severe special needs from developing Alzheimer's, and he became non-verbal, so he had phototemporal lobe dementia, which some people might know about or connect with. And what happened is he was a doctor before, he had good speech, and suddenly he started to become non-verbal, so he had a stutter, a stammer, and then he just found it difficult to communicate. So it was hard to develop something like that when it's deteriorating. The only other ways you can connect is through colour. So that's why I designed the tops at Twisted Avenue, which are quite colourful, but also I see the brand as going a bit further and looking at other things that we use holistically for him, and offer that to other people as well, so that they can really benefit from it. Because, for example, there's things at night that helped him sleep, which was spraying lavender in the air or putting lights on that had sensory lights that helped him sleep at night. So there's so many different things that can help with anxiety and mental health. You shouldn't just feel like you're just stuck in this bubble of mental health. There's so many other things you can do, and mindfulness and different activities. And I think our brand isn't just going to be about tops, and it's going to have so many different other items and things to offer in the future. That's it. I don't know what I'm saying in the end.
If your brand could speak, what would it say to someone who's going through a tough time?
Hello. I'm speaking.